Welcome back to G Money Sports, and today we're doing a bit of a short kind of update video in terms of how the Spurs could still potentially make the playoffs, which I think is a bit shocking right now, but right now there have been a lot of rumors of the NBA looking for a way to bring the season back, but not just have like the 8 seeds already locked in. They want to give an opportunity to these other lesser seeds to potentially get in, and you know, in both conferences potentially there have been rumors of a play-in scenario in terms of for the Western Conference, talking about how the 4 seeds out of the playoffs, so that would be the ninth seed through 12th seed, will get an opportunity to still make the playoffs in terms of a play-in scenario, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it just gives them an opportunity to make the playoffs. Those 4 teams include the Portland Trailblazers, Sacramento Kings, New Orleans Pelicans, and of course your San Antonio Spurs. And recently, the GMs of the NBA they did a poll to see if they would be in favor of doing this, and it actually 75% of the GMs voted for a play-in scenario. So it does seem like that will happen in the near future whenever the season starts up back again, which seems to be late July as of right now. So there's another scenario in terms of the 8th and 7th seed would also potentially have to fight to keep their spot in the playoffs in terms of the seeding. So right now those 2 teams are the 8th seeded Memphis Grizzlies and 7th seeded Dallas Mavericks. So we will see what occurs with this potential play-in scenario of terms of different teams switching places and stuff. We have very little information about this, but it does seem interesting how the Spurs still have a chance, shockingly, to make the playoffs. Another rumor of why this might happen is sorry about that. Another rumor of how this might happen is because the NBA is interested in keeping Zion putting Zion in the playoffs, or just getting him more national coverage, because that would help improve the ratings, which the NBA is obviously all about. So in terms of my opinion on this potential play-in scenario, as I've mentioned, I think it's a good idea, and it should be very interesting to see if it does come to pass. But do I want the Spurs make the playoffs? I was very excited to see a lottery pick, because we're scheduled for like the 11th overall pick, I believe, somewhere around there. But I would not be opposed to making the playoffs, getting some of the young guys experience, see how Pop changes rotations and stuff. And also potentially, the NBA draft this season looks pretty weak compared to next year. So missing out on a lottery pick wouldn't be such a huge deal as it would in maybe years past for the Spurs. But yeah, that's all for today. Tell me what you think of this, again, play-in scenario. Tell me, do you want the Spurs to make the playoffs? Do you want them to go get a lottery pick? What do you want to see for the rest of the season in terms of our San Antonio Spurs? Again, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, go Spurs, go.